From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is being asked to change his tone on the possibility of arrest warrants for senior Israeli leaders. A group of prominent former politicians and current academics have written a letter to Trudeau asking him to stop suggesting the International Criminal Court is committing false equivalency by requesting charges against leaders of both Hamas and Israel. Former Foreign Affairs Minister Lloyd Axworthy and former Attorney General Alan Rock are among dozens who say Trudeau's comments undermine his stated support for the court. Meantime, pro-Palestinian protesters have been cleared from the main intersection at the University of British Columbia's Vancouver campus. Several unoccupied RCMP vehicles were seen at about 12 p.m. local time near the intersection where the rally had started an hour earlier. The House leaders for the federal Liberals and NDP say Conservative politicians are displaying a pattern of attacks against Speaker's independence in Ottawa and Regina. NDP House Leader Peter Julian says Conservatives continue to attack democratic institutions and their latest targets are House speakers.
Canadians as a whole need to stand up against what Conservatives are doing, whether it's in the Saskatchewan legislature or here. It's the same principle. They're attacking somebody who is in an independent position and can't fire back.
In Ottawa, Tories have tried 3 times to pressure House of Commons Speaker Greg Fergus to resign over what they say is partisan behavior. And in Regina, the Speaker has accused the governing Saskatchewan Party of intimidation. Nissan Canada has issued a do not drive warning for 48,000 vehicles in its latest effort to expand a campaign about defective airbags.
The automaker is asking drivers of QX4s, Pathfinders, and Sentras with the model years between 2002 and 2006 to stop driving their vehicles and reach out for a free recall repair. Takata airbags contain a calcium sulfate absorbing propellant that may degrade after long exposure to high humidity and temperatures and could cause a rupture during deployment. In December, Ford issued a similar safety recall for 275,000 vehicles in Canada, warning of the risks of airbag ruptures. In the U.S., about 6.2 million vehicles with potentially dangerous airbag inflators remain on American roads. Laurie Paris, The Canadian Press.
And a city councillor for Newfoundland and Labrador's capital has won a poetry prize.
St. John's City Councillor Maggie Burton has received the $10,000 Canadian First Book Prize for her poetry collection, Chores. Judges described the collection as both traditional and inventive. Griffin Poetry Prize established the award after combining its Canadian and international categories into one global winner. Emily Joveski, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, prosecutors in Louisville, Kentucky have dismissed criminal charges against golfer Scotty Scheffler. Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell asked a judge today to drop the 4 charges against Scheffler, saying there's not enough evidence to support the charges.
Based upon the totality of the evidence, my office cannot move forward in the prosecution of the charges filed against Mr. Scheffler.
The 27-year-old top men's golfer in the world was charged with a felony for assaulting a police officer with his vehicle and 3 misdemeanors on the 17th of this month during the PGA Championship. It's Game 4 of the NHL Western Conference Final tonight in Edmonton as the Oilers host the Dallas Stars. Dallas leads the series 2-1. And the first ever Professional Women's Hockey League champion will be crowned tonight. Boston plays host to Minnesota with the best-of-5 series tied at 2 games apiece. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.